Hi everyone. Hopefully you guys are able to print this sheet, or you can take notes on a sheet of paper. This is the last new thing really with angles. So let's see here. Parallel lines cut by a transversal. So it says when parallel lines are cut by a transversal, pairs of congruent angles are formed. Okay, so look at the picture. We've got line P is parallel to line W, and we've got a line, this is called the transversal, that cuts through both of them. Okay, when this happens, and these lines have to be parallel for this to happen, and they'll tell you they're parallel, certain angles pretty much equal each other, right? That's what congruent means? Okay. So the first one is alternate interior angles, and it's named perfectly. So they're going to be on the inside of the parallel line, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6, they're on the inside, and they're on alternate sides of the transversal. So you can see here, angle 3 and angle 6, so 3 and 6 are going to be equal to each other. All right? Angle 4 and 5 are going to be equal to each other. And you can kind of tell, look, 3 and 6 are both acute. Those are going to equal each other. 4 and 5 are both obtuse. They're going to equal each other. All right, so that's alternate interior angles. The next one, alternate exterior angles, same idea, but you guessed it, they're on the exterior or the outside of the parallel lines. All right, so it says 1 and 8. Let's look, 1 and 8, yeah. They're out the outside of the parallel lines, and they're on the alternate side of the transversal. So 1 and 8, 2 and 7. And again, look, 1 and 8 are both obtuse, so they equal each other. 2 and 7, both acute. All right, so we did that one, we did that one. The last one, corresponding. And it says same place. So corresponding, how do you explain that? So it corresponds, it goes with it. So it's kind of like, if you see this picture, ignore this right here. See how 2 is in the upper right hand of these 4? The angle that corresponds to 2 is 6 down here, because 6 is also in the upper right hand. All right, so you can see them here, 1 and 5, upper left hand, 2 and 6, 3 and 7, 4 and 8. Okay, so those are the 3 new vocab that you need to understand. All right, so down here, let's see if you guys can understand these pictures. I thought they were cool, so I went with them. It says identify the type of angles that are shaded. Okay, so these here, here's the parallel lines. So it's on the interior and on alternate sides of the transversal. So these are alternate interior, and these are also, right, they're just on the other 2. Alternate interior, so both of those are alternate interior. Okay, how about this group? Looks like they're on the outside of the parallel lines and opposite sides. So these are going to be alternate exterior, right? And same with these guys, yes. Okay, how about down here? Here's the parallel. Here's your group of angles. Upper left, upper left. Upper right, upper right. Those correspond. So those are corresponding. Are these also? Bottom right, yes, yes. So these are also corresponding. I don't know if that's confusing for you guys to see the angles that are shaded. Hopefully that was helpful, but we'll do a little more to make sure we got this here. All right, so second page, it's telling us line A is parallel to line B, but you can't see it, at least on my printing. Here's A and B, cut by C. Name all pairs of alternate interior. Alternate interior, so that's on the inside, so 3 and 6. Right, on the inside, and 1 and 7. Angle 1 and angle 7. right? Okay. Number 2, name all pairs of alternate exterior angles. So they're going to be on the outside of the parallel lines, right? Picture the train tracks. You're going to be on the outside, like you're waiting for the train. And on the alternate side of C. So 2 is going to match up with 4. All right, so angle 2 and angle 4. And then we got 5 and 8. Angle 5 and angle 8. Number 3, name all pairs of corresponding angles. All right, so I'm looking at 2 and 1, right? They're both upper left. 3 and 8. Go ahead, shout them out. 5 and 6. I know somebody did. And then 7 and 4. Angle 7 and 4. That's all of them. Number 4, ooh, now this is older. Name a pair of vertical angles. Do you remember what that is? So that's when lines intersect, they're going to be opposite each other. So we could say 6 and 8. We could say 1 and 4. We could do the same up here. We could say 2 and 7. And we could say 3 and 5. Name a pair. Oh, a pair. Oh, I named them all. Name a pair of supplementary angles. Do you remember what that is? That's when you're on a straight line, 2 next to each other. So I could pick 6 and 4. These there's a ton of. I could pick this straight line and say 8 and 4. I could pick this straight line and say 1 and 8. So tons of options there. But I'll follow the directions this time, name a pair. Okay, so this is cool. Let's actually figure out the, oh, this didn't print either. Those are supposed to be angle symbols. My apologies if it doesn't look like that on yours. Okay, and I don't know if it's blurry, but we'll keep going. All right, if the measure of angle 2, that's supposed to be measure of angle 2, is 52. I'm actually going to cross it out, put 52. Find all the other angles. Ooh, okay, so 2 is 52. All right, so angle 1 is right next to the 52. I do this to see how that's a 180, half a circle? So I'm going to figure out 180 minus the 52. 180 minus the 52, so that's 128. So 1 is 128, which now we can, I like using vertical angles a lot. I mean, right across is the same. So 8 is 128, and then 5 is 52, right across. So we got that section done. Actually, let me fill them in. 128, 52. Okay. Now we're going to jump down to this next group of 4. We're going to have to use what we learned, today. So you can pick which one you want to use. I'm a fan of corresponding. So I see the 52 is in the top right. I know this also has to be 52. So 7 is 52, which means 6 is 52, right? Using vertical, straight across. So, oh, what did I say? 6. Okay, 6 is 52. I mean, we could use corresponding again. If the lower right one is 128, angle 4 has to be 128. 1, 2, 8. Oh, this is why you don't use pen. I used pencil, but it was making a scratchy noise on the video, so I've been using my trusty blue pen. And then angle 3 would also have to be 128. So really, you only need one angle, and you can find all the other ones using everything we know from last week and this week. All right, then we just got some review, just for fun, just in case you were missing me. It says examples using algebra, solve for x. What do you know about the 2 angles? All right, so here's your intersecting lines. They're straight across from each other. So these are vertical. A lot of times this is the hardest one for kids to see when they're straight across from each other. But it turns out to be the easiest if you can just set it up right. All right, so let's just solve this. 8x is 144. And we divide 144 by 8. And we get x is 18. I'm not going to make you check it, but I would. Sub in up there, and you should get 141, and you do. Okay. Number 2, solve for x. What do you know about the two angles in this diagram? I don't know if this is helpful, but I always, if it's a straight line, I see that they add up to 180. So that's the equation I'm going to write. Add them together, and you get 180. So 5x and 2x, that's 7x. Careful, negative 10 minus 6. All right, add the 16. Divide by the 7. 196 divided by 7, 28. And again, I'm not going to make you check, but 2 times 28 is 56 minus 6. This would be a 50. 5 times 28 is 140. This would be a 130. Does 130 and 50 equal 180? You know it does. All right, so the new stuff for today, and this was just, I wanted to go through the notes with you. This is really all you have to do for today, was take these notes. I do have the worksheet that's due Friday on the Google Doc. If you guys want to go ahead and start it, totally fine. Up to you. I don't know if you're done with yesterday's sheet, but you can kind of go at your own pace. You kind of know what you need to know for this week. Tomorrow there's a video kind of starting you on that worksheet. Again, you could go ahead if you wanted. Totally your call. Keep up the great work, guys. Love seeing your work. And I love it when you email for questions. All right, see you soon. Bye.